Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood Shuma player here, Spiral. Today we're going to be diving into one of the slickest Dormammu tech in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the Carpet Jungle. If you're running Dormammu on your team, you're going to want to have this tech in your back pocket. This is going to level up your combo game big time and give you a lot of cool ideas to play with. I know you've seen a lot of other players use this tech like Zach Bennett, Spartan Throne, and yours truly, and it may seem complicated, but don't worry, we're going to break it down in nice and easy digestible pieces. 3 to be exact. I'll even throw in some examples for you so you can see it in action. So before we get started, I wanted to show you the roster and how much of the roster you can cover by learning this tech. By the way, all the ones in red are the characters that you can OTG with these 3 tricks, okay? So we're going to break it down, make it nice and simple, and you're going to get most of the cast. Now, there's some weird ones that you can learn, so obscure stuff, but ultimately you can learn those in time if you feel like it, like Sentinel specific ones, some ones that are really good. But for now, you can just X Factor those characters, right? So, okay, let's get into it. So let's start off with the simplest and the what I consider the tier 1 of the OTG Carpet Tech. This covers the largest chunk of characters, so this is the one that you should learn probably first, and will get you covered. Those following characters are Magneto, Doom, Dante, a lot of common characters, so this one's super useful. Now what you're going to want to do to make this combo work is delaying the combo. What you need to do is kind of have like a late S into the corner. Dorm has to be hitting the corner when he lands. Afterwards, you're going to hold down immediately as soon as you hit the ground, and that keeps Dormammu from moving backwards. So Dormammu's body is shoving into the corner and causing this kind of weird situation, so that when you wait a second and wait for the body to settle a bit and you drop the carpet, the character is juggling in the wall on the carpet, and this is gonna give you a few bounces, the least amount of bounces of the ones I'm going to show you, but this is definitely the most common. Now here I'm showing you how I feature it into a combo by baking it in. Typically I don't have enough time to call Shuma here, so I used it to kind of fill the gap, and you can kind of do the same thing with your combos. Alternatively, let's say you don't know what to do or you don't have a lot of time, you can use this to snap, which is an awesome tool on all these different characters. So especially a character like Doom, a character you're going to want to snap in for a character like Virgil. Alright, so this is a very useful one. This is the default one. Go ahead and practice it. I've linked the characters here so you can see the tier 1s. Those are the ones in yellow. And yeah, this should definitely get you started and help you out. So before we move forward, I wanted to have a shout out to Spartan Throne, who put together this spreadsheet that has all the OTGs of all the characters and how they work. There's ones where you whip launcher, there's ones where you backdash, there's ones where you jab twice and spin around and say 3 prayers. I mean, he went through every painstaking combination to figure out how to get the characters to bounce. So thank you, Spartan Throne, for doing all that work, and I'm going to link that in the description below. Now we're going to move on to the tier 2s. So why cover the tier 2s? It's a smaller segment, but there are some bangers in here, right? And there's 2 characters in here specifically that you're going to really want to cover, and that's Morgan and Virgil. So let's get into it. So similar to tier 1, you have to stagger the combo with the S late at the end and get Dorm into the corner. And you're gonna crouch right away like you did last time, but this time you're gonna whiff an M, right? So you're gonna want to whip the M pretty much as soon as you can. You can play with the timing, and that will give you the correct spacing to get this bounce. And you're gonna get extra bounces. You notice I maximize that by doing the forward H, which gives me an extra bounce at the end to OTG with. So one of the nifty tricks you get with Jam Session is that you can use the Jam Session to kind of standardize the timings on all the combos. So instead of having to do the late S trick and have Dorm kind of like land a little bit faster than the body does off the S, I can kind of artificially do it with Jam Session, where if you notice I slam them down, Dorm's already crouching down by the time the character lands. And this gives me a universal way to kind of prepare all of these all these different techniques I'm showing you. I just kind of like execute it off this beginner. So if you're running jam session, you get this little secret, little easy mode. And if you maybe find it with another character, you can kind of create your own universal starter as well. But yeah, so here's the combo, and this damage shows a crap ton of damage to Virgil and Morgan. We get to the final and easiest tier. So this tier is kind of cheating. It's the tier 3s. This is where all the weird characters are: Amaterasu, Arthur, Firebrand, Rocket Raccoon, Trombone, Beautiful Joe, and Wolverine. Wolverine's the one featured in that Zach Bennett combo. It's pretty easy, pretty standard. You honestly just knock them into the corner, dash, and carpet. That's the standardized starter for all of the combos, and it always works. And a lot of times you could just keep doing it as you are in the corner and you crouch or whatever. I think every other one I showed you in the video also works. So if you learned the other ones and you don't feel comfortable, you could just use those. But yeah, you get the most juggles off these characters. Tier 1s get a few, tier 2s get a little bit more, and then these get a ridiculous amount. And the crazies, the combos can get really crazy for this. So yeah, that'll be it. These are the characters that you want to really look for. If you see an Ami on their team, you should be like salivating in the character select screen, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat up that dog. So I hope this video was really helpful for y'all, and I wanted to put something together. So there was kind of a quick guide, or kind of help people see it the way I see it, as far as like the carpet stuff. And then it's really not that crazy. You just learn 3 things, and you get an idea of what characters applies to. There's a lot of common characters. Like I said, you want to learn the Virgil and Morgan one for those. Once you start learning the zoo animals, you just start dashing and getting the easy carpet stuff. And then as far as the tier 1, the simple crouching one, there's just so many characters in there. Dr. Doom, Magneto, Dante, Wesker, Chun-Li. These are characters that you see all the time. So you might as well learn that one as well. So again, yeah, I hope this is helpful. Thanks again, Spartan Throne, for providing the spreadsheet and all that. And I hope this was useful. Have a good day. Bye.